Hi friends, welcome back and welcome to today's video. So today I am going to be swatching all of my MAC lipsticks for you. I have 13 shades, most of them are matte finishes, and so I'm going to swatch each of them on my lips, show them all to you obviously, and then just kind of tell you a little bit about each one. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, this is the first shade. This one is a super pale nude. This one is Blankety, and this is an amplified finish. This actually isn't matte. Honestly, this is probably one of my least favorites. I'm not a huge fan of the formula. It's very creamy, and I like a more matte finish, so this one doesn't last quite as long on the lips. As you can see, it is just a very, very pale nude, so probably not something for somebody who has like medium to deeper skin tones. This is probably more for, like right now I'm rather pale, and so probably more for like very fair to light skin tones. But this is a beautiful color. I'm not a huge fan of like bright pink lipstick, and so this one does have a nice kind of mixture between like a neutral to pink undertone. It's not like that mauvey undertone. So overall, I think that this is a beautiful lipstick. But if you're wanting something that's matte, I would say like pass on this one. Okay, this next shade is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time, and this one is Velvet Teddy. This is a matte finish. This is just a slightly darker nude. Again, kind of a more of a neutral undertone rather than like a peach or a pink. And I think for me, this is kind of basically the epitome of a My Lips But Better shade. I absolutely love the way this comes off on me. I do like to use it with the Etc. lip liner to give it a little bit more of a yellow base, because my skin tone is a lot more yellow, and so sometimes like the pinker tones can like clash with my skin tone a little bit, and so that's what I will typically pair this with. But overall, this is just a beautiful color. I think it's just one of their like kind of classic shades. As you can see, it's very worn down for me. Like, it doesn't really have that whole lot much of a point left, and there's not a ton left of it. So anyway, you can see that that one is well loved. And yeah, I'd say that that one's probably my favorite of all of these shades. Okay, this next shade is called Icon. This is a frost finish. I don't really care for wearing this color by itself. I'll usually pop this one over another lipstick, just because it is a little bit sheer, but I love the finish of it. I am pretty sure that this was a limited edition color though, so I am sorry about that. I don't think that you can still get this one anymore, so unfortunately it is no longer available. This actually came out a few years ago, I believe, but I think they have something similar, I think. So I don't really know what to tell you. I'm sorry. But I don't reach for it that often, so I think that you know, it's kind of like coming back with the like metallic lip trend, so I'm sure that you can find another color out there that's basically the same thing. Okay, so this is the next shade. This is Stone. This is another matte finish. This is the color that I usually wear underneath Icon. This is just like a beautiful like grayish taupe color. This is probably my second favorite color to wear actually. This is just kind of what it looks like in the tube. And really, I recommend this color so much. It is so flattering on just like a variety of skin tones. My mom, who is not actually a fan of like unusual colored lipsticks generally, she absolutely loves this color on me. And I think that this color is just so beautiful like on a variety of people. I think that everybody pretty much needs this color because it's a nice, you can almost get away with calling it a neutral, but it adds a little bit something different to your makeup look. So I'm going to just go ahead and put Icon on top of this so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so that's what the combo looks like. I don't really know that you can tell a whole lot of difference just between one and the other, but it just kind of adds a little bit of metallic sheen to it. It also makes it a little bit creamier. The frost finishes are a little bit creamier than the matte finishes. I feel like that's kind of obvious because it's matte. But anyway, so this is just kind of what this one looks like. This is just kind of a more kind of even spice it up a little bit more kind of thing, but obviously there are so many metallic lipsticks out there that you definitely could just buy one shade without having to like hunt down both of those. So this next shade is called Whirl. This is another matte finish. I believe they actually designed this lipstick after the Whirl lip liner. I think that the lip liner came out first, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is just a good like kind of deeper nude. I mean, it's kind of like in between like nude and not necessarily red, but like nude and like a colorful lipstick. So it's like if you're not into like bright pinks or purples or reds or something, I feel like this is a good like in the middle shade if you don't want to just like blank nude lips kind of, you know, if you're not wanting to be like boring. I don't know, but I think it is really pretty. It does have a little bit of a mauve undertone, so I have to be a little bit careful when I wear this. Some lip liners underneath this don't look the best on my skin, but paired with the right thing, I think that this color is still really beautiful for yellow undertones. Okay, this next shade looks really interesting on camera. Okay, so this next shade is called Night Mint. This is again from like a limited edition collection that they just came out with recently with a whole bunch of like weird different colors. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to wear this one, but I do really like it. It's just kind of like a grayish green color. It's coming off a little bit more blue on camera than it does in person. And like I said, it is limited edition, but I believe you can still find these at the MAC stores. This collection I think is kind of on its way out, but I did only pick this up a couple of weeks ago, and I just bought another lipstick from the collection this past weekend. So I believe that you can still probably find this if you were to want it. Alright, this next lipstick is another one of my favorites. This shade is called Halsey. I don't really listen to her music, but I love this lipstick. It's like a really nice grayish blue, very unusual color. I think the only thing that I have that's even similar to this is NYX's Stone Fox, but I think that one's a little bit darker. Again, this is a matte finish. Pretty well loved, I would say. And yeah, I'm not sure whether this color was limited edition or not. I really hope not, because it is such a gorgeous color. So I would highly recommend picking this one up if you can find it. Wow. Okay, so this next color is called Darling Clementine, or Clementine, however you pronounce that. Don't kill me, guys. This was another limited edition color. This was from the Zac Posen collection. Does it irritate anybody else that this is like in a square package and all of the other ones are in like little tubes? Like, I almost forgot about this one just because it doesn't look the same, and like it was in my drawer and I was like, oh wait, there's that one too. So yeah, this color is very pretty. I really do, I like it. It's like basically a fluorescent orange. It is a matte finish. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's almost, quite frankly, it kind of borders on unwearable. It definitely does look good on, I would say it looks good on both pale and tan skin. But I feel like you have to be a little bit careful when you wear this one. It doesn't really make my teeth look yellow, I don't think. But you do have to kind of be careful with like orange, because sometimes that can happen. But I like this shade. I don't reach for it that much, but I still think it's really pretty. This shade is one of my most recent acquisitions, but I have already fallen in love with it. This is Russian Red. I feel like this is just one of their most classic shades. Again, a matte finish, big surprise. I feel like this color like completely matches my hair, which I feel like that's part of the reason that I love it so much. But this is just kind of a classic red, like, yeah, just like fire engine red with like a cool undertone. I feel like some of my applications of these are like atrocious, but oh well. This is Chilly. This is another matte finish. This is basically the same color as Russian Red, except with a warm undertone. They really are basically the same color. I love both of them. I'm just gonna like put them side by side. This one is Chilly. And just kind of like roll them up so you can see basically the same color. So this next shade is a little bit different. I'm not typically a huge like fan of purple lipstick. I just don't wear it that much for whatever reason. This is called Dark Twist. Quite frankly, I don't know what this lipstick is, because I have looked it up on Pinterest. I have like Googled it and I cannot find it. It's a matte finish. It came in a set. It came with like a cute little makeup bag. It came with an eyeshadow, it came with a mascara, and it came with heroin lip liner, which is gorgeous, by the way. But I have like looked up this color. It's called Dark Twist. I can't find it. Like, I don't know if this was just released in the set and maybe this was never even like a limited edition color. I have really no clue. All I know is that this color seems to not exist, essentially. I still really like it, but I have no clue how you guys would get your hands on it, so I'm sorry. Please, please, please excuse the application of this. I feel like they keep getting worse and worse as this video goes on. You've already heard me talk about this color before if you've watched my blue lipstick collection video. This is Matte Royal. As you can guess, it is in fact a matte finish. This is another one of my favorites. I absolutely love this. It is kind of hard to find, I think, a good blue lipstick. And I think that this one definitely meets the criteria. I will say I think it does kind of fade a little bit quicker than maybe some of the others because blue is hard to keep on for whatever reason. But overall, really beautiful color. Don't think this is limited edition. I'm pretty sure this one is always around. And yeah, I would highly recommend. Alright, so this next color is called Cyber. This one is actually a satin finish. I thought it was a matte finish, but apparently it's not. So this one will wear off on you a little bit quicker than like some of the matte finish ones, but still an absolutely gorgeous color. This color like scared the crap out of my parents the first time I wore it. I was in like a dark room and they thought it was black. This was before like I was very good at makeup, and so it probably did not look the best, but anyway, they have since come to accept it. I do love this color. This was actually one of my first MAC lipsticks. This one and this Blankety and Icon were my first 3 MAC lipsticks, actually, like a random fact. But overall, I just love this color. I think that you'll see this in my next video that I actually filmed before this one, but I'm going to put that one up next. Can we just talk about like how stained my lips look right now? Like, I don't know. They just kind of look little red, little purplish, sort of. Okay, so my battery is flashing at me that it's about to die, but okay. This last shade is called Deep with Envy. This is a matte. This is green. If you can't tell, I live and breathe for crazy colored lipsticks. I just love like green and blue. They make my day. They make my life. This is again from that limited edition collection where they just had a whole bunch of crazy colors. This one was harder to find. I had to go to several stores, or well, a couple of stores before I was able to find this one, but obviously this isn't going to be a shade for everybody, but I absolutely love it. This is the most recent purchase, so you might be able to still find it if you really wanted it. But again, highly recommend. I just love MAC lipsticks. Their matte formula, honestly, in my opinion, is one of the best lipstick formulas around. After, quite frankly, I probably prefer liquid lipsticks just because they tend to look sleeker when you put them on. But these definitely are a very close second when it comes to what I choose to wear. And so if you haven't bought any MAC lipsticks, I would highly recommend that you go check them out. Personally, I would start with Velvet Teddy. That one is my absolute favorite. Past that, I would go with Stone. And once again, you guys, I am sorry for the background change. I was sitting on my bed, which is right over here, and I was kind of noticing that my videos looked a little bit dark. And so I decided to try like filming right in front of my window, which is like right here. And so it is a little bit messy in the background, but I feel like the lighting looks a little bit better just from what I can see in the viewfinder so far. So again, I apologize. This is just kind of going to be a little bit of a hot mess until I kind of figure out exactly what my filming setup is going to be. And obviously, since I'm in college, it's going to keep changing, and I'll be home for the summer, and then I'll be back in a different setup and all sorts of things. So I just thank you so much for hanging out with me, even just through all of this. If you enjoyed this video, please, please, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'm really trying to build my channel, so any support that you can give me would be greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much, and I just really appreciate y'all's support. I love you, and yeah, so thanks for putting up with my crazy self, and until next time, see you later, guys. Bye.